guys, welcome back. It has only been a few seconds for me, but it's been a few days for you. I'm super excited to kick off my first theme for the Cozy Escape Awards picks. I am talking all about coffee themed cozies today. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I urge you to go back and look at the introduction video where I talked all about what the Cozy Escape Awards are. Essentially, we're going to list a slew of cozies based on themes, and you all will get a chance to vote on your favorites, and the live show on November 15th is going to announce the winners. So that said, let's go ahead and jump into it. Coffee. So I'm going to be looking over here because I've got the books here. Each category is going to have 3 books. So today we're talking all about coffee, which is perfect because I've got one right here. Okay, so here are the picks. We've got Grounds for Murder by Tara Lush. That is the first book in the Coffee Lovers Mystery Series. Then we have Fresh Brewed Murder by Emmeline Duncan. Coincidentally, that's also the first book in the series. And lastly, we have Death by Cafe Mocha, which is book 7 in the Bookstore Cafe series. So let me give you a quick rundown about what each of them are about, so that way you are armed and equipped with knowledge so you know which one to vote on. Okay, so first up we have Grounds for Murder. Like I said, this is the first book in the Coffee Lovers Mystery Series, and this one takes place in Florida at a beachside coffee cafe, and it stars Lana. She is our amateur sleuth, and essentially what happens is she is left high and dry after one of her employees up and quits days before a coffee competition. Unfortunately, said employee winds up dead, and now all fingers are pointing to Lana. The sheriff does not believe her. Naturally, she wants to try and clear her name, all while we're getting this lovely Floridian backdrop and of course all of the coffee vibes. So if this one sounds interesting, if you have read it, if you want to read it before the voting ends, go forth and vote for this one. Okay, so next up we have Fresh Brewed Murder, which is the first book in the Grounds Rules Mystery Series. This one is set in Oregon, and it stars Sage, who is right on the brink of opening up her first coffee cart in this series of like food truck stalls. And the problem is she rolls into work one day only to find the body of a dead man lying right in front of her cart. Now, because her cart is one of many in like this food court style food truck stall, there's a lot of cast of characters for her to be suspicious of naturally, and so she's trying to solve that murder. In addition to that, she's also trying to contend with dealing with her mother, who is a con artist, trying to make a reappearance in her life. So if this one sounds up your alley, if you've read it, I personally have, but I won't say how I feel about it because I don't want to sway you. Be sure to vote for this one. Like I said, it's the first book, and there are plenty in the series, so if you do end up liking it, you can go forth and finish the series, or at least get caught up to it. Last in the category of coffee, we have Death by Cafe Mocha. This is book 7 in the Bookstore Cafe Mystery Series, and in this one, our amateur sleuth Chrissy is headed to a coffee convention. First of all, how amazing does that sound? Now, the problem is, while she went there to sip a little coffee, learn a few things, relax a little bit, the winner of the competition ends up being murdered. So naturally, what has turned from a fun coffee themed convention slash vacation, she is now putting on her investigator's hat to figure out what happened to this person. So this is book 7. If you have read the series up so far, great, but also you all know that cozies don't necessarily need to be read in order, or even having read the previous books beforehand. So if you have not read this book and it sounds interesting, you don't have to read books 1 through 6 before if you want to step into this one, if you decide to vote. But hey, if you've got time, do you, boo, right? Okay, so this is the coffee themed cozy mystery category. We've got 3 books, you've got descriptions, you're armed and knowledgeable, so now you can go forth and vote. Come back to my channel to see which categories I'm going to be talking about next. Also be sure to check out Courtney's channel, TJ's channel. I'll have both of their channels description in the description below, so that way you can go over and see what themes that they are talking about. Because like I said in my intro video, you guys are going to be doing a lot of bouncing around. It's super interactive, and let me know in the comments if you've read any of these. And to be honest, you know what? Go ahead and drop any other coffee themed cozy mysteries that you have enjoyed so that others can just have a whole bunch of TBR books, because honestly, that's really what it's about, right? All right, guys, well, happy reading. I will see you in the next video so we can talk about the next theme of our Cozy Escape Awards categories. Bye.